Say hi now.
Hi now.
Oh, we're here at day 2 of Generation Beauty. It's incredible. It's amazing. I just want to give a big shout out to Makeup Forever because they totally hooked us up with some foundation today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hashtag. What's the hashtag?
Ultra HD Generation.
You're like hashtag shit.
Hashtag Ultra HD Movie. Love all their new products. Their Ultra HD line is amazing. Come on. Say hi. Everybody, welcome back and a happy Valentine's Day. We just had Valentine's Day. I wanted to make this little intro to my vlog to LA and Generation Beauty just to talk to you guys a little bit, holy ADD, but just to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience and the pros and cons of going to my first Generation Beauty, because I've really only ever been to an IMATS convention, seeing as I'm pretty new with the YouTube and the beauty community in that way. So I wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about my experience, what I loved, what I didn't like so much, and something that I'm setting you guys up for in the near future. So yeah. I do have little notes here just in case, because my mind, I have like 80 things I want to talk about and I want to try to get it into like a nice small package of, you know, words, I guess you could say. So I'm just trying, if I look down, it's because I just have a couple notes. But it was a 3-day event for Generation Beauty in LA, and you were invited to the cocktail party on day 1 if you are an Ipsy Open Studios member. So you can apply for that, and if they like your videos, think you're up to par, so to speak, want you as a part of the community, then they invite you in, which is really cool. And it's just a great place to talk to everybody about glam, but it's a great community just to talk about anything glam, social media, if you have any tips or tricks for each other, and you get to record at the studios, and then you get to go to these awesome events and just meet and mingle with people that have the same love and interest and die-hard passion for this beauty community that you do. So I love, love, love that idea of it. So day 1 is the cocktail party, and you know, you show up and it's at the actual Ipsy Open Studios, and there's this line like wrapped around the building. I was kind of like, holy crap. It was huge. So, you know, you're waiting in line and your heels, your feet start to hurt, and then you get there and you sign in, and they have a really cute little step and repeat with a pink carpet, and, you know, you're taking your pictures with your ring lights or whatever. But the cool thing about waiting in line was I got to meet some great people and learn about some people in other areas of the U.S. that came to this event, so I thought that was really cool. So I guess the con was kind of waiting in your shoes, but the pro was that, you know, you got to meet some new people, which I thought was great. I will link everybody's social medias down below too that I met, just so we can all, you know, kind of learn and subscribe to new people. I think that'd be a good idea. So yeah, once you got inside, everything's pink, silver, white, champagne, you know, just a really fun time. The DJ was amazing, and they introduced the Ipsy kind of glam squad, which included like Crispy, Desi, Katie, who's Lester Lux, I think Jaleesa was there, Michelle Phan, who I actually got a picture with, she was amazing, and then a lot of beauty gurus that just had come to the event were kind of mingling throughout like the rest of us, which was nice. So it made it feel like a community and not this like crazy meet and greet where you have to stand there and wait in line to like snap a picture with somebody. Like if you got a picture with a beauty guru or somebody in this community who's really made it far, it was just because they were standing there mingling and talking with other people, which made it a lot more comfortable, I thought. I thought that was a really good idea. I will say that was kind of more like the equivalent to like a pro night with IMEX. So, you know, if you were invited, if you've gotten to this certain place in your career, that's where they, you know, kind of bring everybody together to learn about each other. And I thought it was a cool idea that, not a cool idea, but I learned that everyone was kind of there on their own. Nobody got a +1. So unless you had a friend that was also an Ipsy Open Studios member that also happened to get invited, you were kind of going on your own. So in order to kind of have people to talk to all night instead of standing there like drink, you had to meet people, you had to learn about other people, so it kind of forced you to make friends and talk with people. So I thought that was really good. And yeah, so I just really loved that. So yeah, at the end of the night you got a ticket and you handed it in, and as a thank you for coming and being invited to this event, you got this amazing swag bag. I'm talking hundreds of dollars worth of products, and I cannot wait to show you guys or just more talk to you guys about the products. I'm not going to do a haul with all of it because it's a bit too gloating for me. There's a ton of stuff, and just to show you, oh, look at all the free shit I got all weekend. Ooh, I swore, sorry. Look at all the free stuff I got all weekend. It just didn't seem right for me to do on my channel, but I am thinking of doing something along the lines of a giveaway or to give back to you guys very, very soon, because there's a ton of product in there, and it's not only will I get through it, but some stuff they didn't adhere to people's skin tones, so I can't use a lot of the foundation BB cream things because I am clearly not light cream. Does it look like I'm a floating head? I'm looking in my viewfinder. It kind of looks like I'm a floating head because I'm wearing like this black sweater. It's freezing rain outside. It's gross. Are you shocked? Where I live? Probably not. But yeah, so I'm just like in my sweater and whatnot. So sorry that I have a floating head. But, so yeah, so we'll see what I do with all of that product because, oh, hi, Bubby. Because I'm really not so sure that I'm going to get all through it, and I just want to give back to everybody. This has been a really cool year and like really cool beginning of 2016, so I thought it'd be a great way to do a giveaway maybe or something of that sort. Let me know what you think, and I will get something rolling for you guys. So yeah, so then day 2, which was actually the start of Generation Beauty, it was at LA Live. It was really, really pretty, and you walk in and it's just this huge tent on the top of a parking garage, and there's music and sunshine, which is amazing, and like really pumping good music, and you walk in and it is just mob scene. There are so many people here. I was like, and it's a little it's a little bit smaller than like a venue for IMATs. I'm sorry that I keep comparing it to that. I'm just trying to compare it to another convention I've been to. But the booths were all set up, and you're given this awesome badge, and the badge had little tickets around it. We went up to a booth, you gave them a ticket, and they in turn gave you free product, which I thought was incredible. I was like, what a cool way, like if you pay or if you're invited, to kind of mingle, talk with people that are there at the booths, and then they give you something new or fun to try as kind of like a thank you or as like a swatch or a rapport kind of thing. So I thought that swap and then a rapport. I'm sorry, I can't talk. I will say meeting people there was really cool. Every time you met somebody, they were like, what's your Instagram? What's your YouTube? So like you got to really exchange social media contacts that way, which I thought was a really good idea. But I will say it was hard to mingle with brands more because the lines sometimes got so crowded and intense, and it was more that people just wanted to get in the line, get the free product, instead of like going up, hi, I'm Michaela, nice to meet you, let's talk, let's, you know, I want to talk about your brand, I want to know more, maybe we can set something up, you know. So that became a little more difficult, I will say. Sorry, it's the pup. Anyways, so I will say that became a little more difficult to kind of connect with the brands as the days went on for that. But that's not to say that it wasn't, you know, a really good experience or that the setup wasn't really cool. So I'm just telling you my pros and cons, my positives, my deltas, my pluses and deltas, that's all. I'm not here to bash anything, I promise. But yeah, like Smashbox booth, they had people hanging from the ceilings in those cool like ribbon acrobatic things, and then they had the most awesome DJ. Makeup Forever was just super busy all day, and they were giving out foundations, Ultra HD full bottled foundations, and if you got one, they engraved anything you wanted on the actual metal part of the foundation, so I thought that was really cool. Ooh, excuse me. So a lot of brands were really good with that. My biggest con with waiting in line was only that I brought Brandon with me. So Brandon is not a beauty creator. He does not have this badge. He was not invited. He was an attendee. So he had to pay to actually come to this event. And I'm talking like a good amount of money. And you would go up to some of these lines and you'd have your ticket because you paid for this event in exchange for the product to try, swatch, whatever. And they would not give it to you unless you tweeted for them, Instagrammed for them, or, you know, posted something on your social media for them of their choice. And if you didn't, they wouldn't give you the free product. It was kind of strange. I wasn't really used to that. I will say it was very generous of them to give products away at all. They didn't have to do that because you also had the option to purchase, like, basically their full line at every booth. But yeah, so I would go up and I'd hand them my ticket because you were taught that that's what you do at an event like this. And they'd be like, okay, if you go here, you write a complete, if you go here, you write a complete review on your favorite product, give it 5 stars, which is giving this multi-million-dollar company a ton of publicity, and then you post it, then we'll give you the free product. So it was like a scratch my back, we'll scratch yours. But I'm thinking for a thing like this, with up-and-coming beauty creators, artists, and stuff, shouldn't the brands be supporting us? This was my biggest thing. Yeah, like, shouldn't the brands want to take us under their wing? Hey, what's your name? What's your favorite thing? Let's talk about it and, you know, maybe exchange contacts. But to post for them didn't do anything to help you as an artist, to help you grow, to help you expand your empire, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I found that kind of weird. And a couple brands did it. You had to go there, you had to give specific hashtags, you had to post a certain thing on Instagram, physically right in front of them. And while the lines are just backing up and getting like more and more packed, you had to do it on the spot or you wouldn't get the free product. So I did find a lot of people were upset with that. They're like, well, why did I pay to come here if now I have to do something for you as well? It got a little iffy. But yeah, I find at these kind of events, it is what you make of it. So if it was something like that I just didn't like, I didn't make a big deal out of it at the time. I just said, okay, you know, if it's worth the free product, I'll do it. If it wasn't, I was just like, no big deal, and I walked away. So people would get really upset. I chose not to at the time and was just like, that's fine. Because Lord knows if I wanted the lip paint, I would have probably gone and bought it anyways. Feel me? I know you do. So yeah, as you were waiting in line sometimes, or you'd walk up to a line, someone would hold up a sign that would say closed or line closed. So sometimes you found that you were kind of walking in a circle around this event waiting to hopefully hop in line and hope to get the product. So I think this year, out of all the years that I've known about, not all, but the years that I've known about Generation Beauty, I think it was just an amazing learning experience for them as well to see what they could do better. And I think lines was a huge thing. I think running out of product for the amount of people was a huge thing. Because, you know, you kept kind of hearing this very strange slogan all weekend that we didn't expect this many people to come. I thought it was an odd slogan because if you had to RSVP back in October as a creator, or if you had to purchase a ticket by a certain amount of time, then they knew. Oh my God, we're having 3.5 thousand people coming to this event. We need to make sure we have 3.7 thousand things of product. So, you know, I just think that's something, because who knows, maybe I'll do an event like this someday. That's, you know, the kind of things that you take to heart and you know, put in the back of your pocket to fix so that your event's just even more spectacular the next time. But again, it was what I made of it. I had the best time learning about people, meeting people, and just kind of being in the vibe and in the moment. I feel like when you're there, it's just exciting. You know, you kind of pick apart things as the more and more you learn about the the event, but that by no means took away from how excited I was just to be in that community, because it just really makes me happy to know that, like, this is where my passion and where my career and where my drive is. So that was enough for me. Yeah. So the last day was a shorter day. It was like 11 to 3. The weather was crazy. Not that that has anything to do with the actual event, but yeah, the weather was really bad. And we finally got in, and it was even more crazy than the day before, because I think everybody that didn't receive the product they wanted or didn't, you know, get what they wanted out of the event was like, I'll come back today. And half of the people were like, oh, we'll come on Sunday because Sunday's always quieter than Saturday. And it just was like a jumble of, it was a crazy amount of people. It was crazy. But yeah, the second day was really cool. I got my bottle of foundation with my name engraved on it. I got to meet more and more people and just take pictures and, you know, be in the moment. And it was nice, I will say, to be able to go to the cocktail party so that I wasn't waiting in line to do these meet and greets with a lot of these bigger gurus, because I think that's not what those events are for me. I found when I was at this event, and every time I go to an event like this, the more and more you go, the more and more you learn who you want to be in this beauty industry. And I'm not saying that, I mean, it's just who you want to be. Do you want to be somebody who's known more for personality and not for technique, or respected as an artist that applies makeup to others? Do you want to be respected as just like a bomb artist who can be anybody's face and does celebrities and movies and things like that? Do you kind of want to be a hybrid of both? Do you want to be a Michelle fan? And do you want to set up amazing organizations like this in communities and bring everybody together and kind of be the organizer and the ringleader of things? So I love knowing that. I kind of want to be all three, and I don't see why I can't be. I kind of want to be like the Oprah of the beauty world. And so I'm just trying to figure it out. So I thought that was a really cool thing to kind of wrap my brain around as the event went on. I will say, just to kind of cap on some of the cool things that they were giving out at each booth, Too Faced was giving out chocolate bonbon palettes, the melted lipsticks, which was really cool. Hoola bronzer was being given out at Benefit. I don't know what was given out at the NYX because it was so crazy because of meet and greets. I didn't make it over there. Luxie, you had discounts on brushes, and Mark Anthony was giving out great products for hair. I definitely loved that. And Rock Your Hair was there. The guy who invented big sexy hair was there with his new line called Rock Your Hair, and he was there giving free hair consultations. He was incredible, and all of his products were $5 for the day. Makeup Forever was doing the foundations. You got them engraved. So, you know, really cool things. Ipsy actually had this awesome center booth, and it had these like really nice like burlap meshy makeup bags, and if you pressed it, it came out with like a design that some of the creators did. Like Jaleesa did one, Crispy did one. They were really cool. So yeah, so I thought overall I had a really good time. I learned so much about other people. I met the most amazing people, and I can't wait to see what New York brings, because it's only going to be bigger and better and more intense, and New York is just my baby. So I'm super excited, but I just wanted to kind of bring things full circle. I haven't really had a chance to reflect on everything, so I just wanted to talk with somebody about it, you know, and with you guys about it. And yeah, I want to try to put a giveaway together. So I'm going to go through all the product, put stuff together, and just keep an eye on my Instagram. I'll try to do it in the next day or two. I will post all the details for it, and yeah, let's get this giveaway going. I just want to thank you guys and give back to you guys for all that you've done for me. And yeah, I love this community. I don't care about the numbers. I thought I would, and I don't, just because I love being able to like have something like this to reference to every day and just know that it's something so exciting and fun and creative, and that's where my heart is. So yeah, keep your eye out for the giveaway within the next 48 hours. Check my Instagram as well, because that's where the main part of the giveaway will be. All that will be linked down below. And if you have any questions or want to discuss, you know, more in depth my experience with Generation Beauty, just give me a shout. Okay? Alrighty. Bye.